This is the remote control that comes with the Samsung 55-inch TV, the 4K edition. And it's a Class Crystal UHD AU 8000 series TV. And this is a remote control for it. The remote control is the BN59-01330A for Samsung Smart 4K TV television. And of course, you see, first thing you notice is that it is very light and skinny. It's a very thin remote. I would say this is about 6 inches in length and about, I don't know, maybe 2 inches in width. And the color is black. It has the controls here are, you can speak for your vocal assistant. You have the power button here at the top. You have programmable buttons, color coded and color coordinated. You have your home button. You have your return button. You have your play and pause button. And then you have your smart services, your movie streaming services at the bottom, like Samsung TV Plus, which is a free, riddled with ads version of free television, as well as Netflix and also Prime TV from Amazon here at the bottom. Of course, it's missing some things like Disney Plus, and maybe you don't want it anyway. But it takes 2 double AAA batteries, and the way you open it, you just slide off the back. There it is. There it is. 2 batteries. And you put this back on. It has a latch here that you match up. And it snaps closed. It slides closed, and then eventually it snaps. Not that difficult, right? Okay, what don't I like about it? The color. I don't like that it's so hard to find because of the color. It has no other colors on this. Black is a prominent color on this. It's not like the Sony remote control that you have greens here, blues there, yellows, oranges that stick out, and in case you're looking for it, you just can't find it. Now, of course, ideally you would leave this by the TV each time after you finish using it, or you leave it by your workstation, or you put it on the sleeve of your easy chair if you have one, so you won't lose it. But just the size of this, it just blends in. Sometimes I've been looking for this and it's right there, but I don't see it because it looks like something else. It looks like it shouldn't be a remote, and it just doesn't have any colors that jump out of it. It looks like a newspaper. It looks like it's on night mode. It's hard to find under the best of well-lit situations, but under low-light situations, it's almost impossible to find. Now, unlike some other remotes, you'll see that it doesn't have a lot of buttons. It's very simple, very basic. It doesn't have a button that says mute, but what you will do is you'll press the button that has a plus for volume up and volume down. By pressing that button in, that will be your mute button. And this wheel over here can also act as your directional controller, but I find that this is best paired with a Bluetooth wireless keyboard, like the one that I have here, one of my favorite keyboards here. And this has enough inputs that you can set it up, perhaps a third one, so you can connect to your television and not have to use this wheel to rely on inputting letter after letter after letter, especially when first getting the TV and you have to put in the password for the Wi-Fi and your account password and your account name and all that. It just makes it easy to have this paired with a Bluetooth keyboard. The other thing I don't like about this remote control compared to some of the others, even some universal remotes are a lot better than this. I remember having the RCA lighted remote control back in the day. Had a red light. Oh, miss it. But this doesn't have that. What bothers me about this is the talk button. The button that you use is supposed to speak into the microphone that's supposed to be at the top here. It doesn't work. Technically it does. If I were to hold it down and it says now listening on the television, I can yell at the top of my lungs and it still won't hear what I am saying. If I scream then a little bit past the top of my lungs, then it will pick up my sound. So I can say something like, turn off the TV, and nothing will happen. I could say something like, look for YouTube, search YouTube, and nothing will happen. But if I will cover it like a microphone, like I am the lead singer of Linkin Park, and start yelling, open YouTube, then it will hear it. Something is wrong with this. It's a basic design in the flaw. Perhaps it was shit broken, but it doesn't work. Sorry. The one that I have, the other TV that I have, which is a Sony, you just press it lightly and you can speak with it. You could almost whisper into it and it will understand your command. This one, you have to yell at it, yell from the top of your lungs, and it still won't register. I want to try another remote control to see if it's the remote or perhaps it's something with the network, with the pairing, because I am almost out of breath trying to get my TV to look for what I am trying to look for using my vocal tonality. So this has been the review of this. It doesn't have great reviews for something that comes basic with every Samsung TV. I assume that if someone's going to replace this, they'll replace this with something a little bigger, a little brighter, and something that will stand out in the dark. I'm not a fan of this. I worked in a company once that they bought about 50 TVs and they had remotes similar to this and they were always breaking. If you check the reviews of this in Amazon, it'll have about 465 reviews. And for something that's very basic like this, it only has 4 stars at most. That's a 4 out of 5, but it's not terrible, but it's also not great. So this has been the review of the controller for the Samsung television, the 55-inch Crystal UHD 8000. Thank you. Comment on the video, like the video, or just watch it. If you don't like it, hey, don't like it. But thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. And also, Gilbert King Elisa Photography is in business, and we are here for your events. We are here for whatever moment in your life that you want captured, and you want captured correctly. Thank you for your time. The customer must be informed. An informed customer is a knowledgeable customer, and a knowledgeable customer does not waste money on products that they should not have ever laid a dollar on. Thank you and good night.